First target. $13, $14. We'll dig it. Well, first 7-inch beaver tail. 7-inch beaver tail. That's good. If it's finding deep pull tabs, that means it's going to find deep rings. Off to the next. Kind of a 4 or 5. We'll see what it is. It ended up being 3-inch deep tinfoil. Off to the next. Appears to be a deep 13, 12, 13. Appears to be deep. We'll dig it. Alright, now it ended up being a 7-inch rivet. Small little rivet. 7 inches. Off to the next. Well, it was coming in better than that, but it's kind of iffy now. I don't know this machine, but I'm going to dig it. It's an iffy 12. Ended up being a 5-inch beat up pull tab. Square tab, modern pull tab. Kind of beat up. Off to the next. Got a shallow 21, 22. That usually has to be zinc range. I'll dig it. It ended up being about a 5-inch deep zinc penny. Off to the next. I got what appears to be a quarter. About 3-4 inches right there. We'll dig it. And it was a quarter. It's not silver, but it was only down about 3 inches. Off to the next. Made it over here to the top lot. It cleared out for a minute. $15, $16. We'll dig it. It ended up being a small rivet, or like a button or something off a pair of jeans. Off to the next. Kind of like an iffy 13. And yeah, we'll dig it. Iffy 13 was a deep nickel. It was almost 8 inches. It's probably on edge too. Maybe that's what made it iffy. Off to the next. Right nickel right here, and I got another signal right next to it. $11, $12. We'll dig it. Man, Vanquish is sensitive. Look at this. That's why it was iffy. It was, I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's a real small clasp off of a chain or something. Real small. Took me a minute. I had to fight for that one. Took me a minute to find it. We'll check the area to make sure its brother ain't around. We'll keep at it here. I got another one of these iffy nickel signals. Yeah, we'll dig it. Man, I had to fight for that. The Vanquish is sensitive to small targets. I mean, look how deep that hole was, and look what I got. It took me 10 minutes to find this thing. I don't know if it's going to focus. It's just like a little BB or something. A little blob of metal. Off to the next. Okay, I got a kind of doing the Grommy thing. He has very good luck on doing the edge of everything, right on the edge of the swing set. And when you get these nickel signals in a tot lot, you got to dig these things. Kind of right at nickel. Sounds small. I don't know this machine very much, but we'll dig it. Turned out to be a really small zipper, or a piece of a zipper. That's what it looks like to me. It's down there about 3-4 inches. Off to the next. I'm under this jungle gem, and 2021 zinc range. We'll dig it. Try to do a live dig here. Doesn't appear to be very. I should have brought my. It's easier to do live digs when I got the GoPro mounted on my head. Well, I guess it's deeper than I thought it was. There it is. Zinc penny. Freshly dropped a zinc penny down about 3 inches. Off to the next. I'm on the edge of the top lot here. Actually, I didn't really. Normally I find a Hot Wheel or something. Didn't even find a Hot Wheel. Usually I'll find a bunch of clad. I only found that nickel, all those small targets, but maybe somebody cleaned it out this morning. Got a nickel signal right there. You could hear that tone. It's that solid, sharp tone, real solid. It's not going to be anything small. So we'll dig it. Pull tab. That was right on the surface. Solid 11-12. Let's see what that is. Appears to be shallow. Usually nickels, kind of shallow nickels, will be a solid 13 on this machine so far, so let's see what it is. And it ended up being a piece of can slaw. Off to the next. Finally got a copper dime signal for you. Looks like it's down about 5 inches. We'll dig it. Ended up being a copper penny, down about 5-6 inches. Off to the next. Got a slamming 17 here. Well, it was coming in better than this. We'll see what a 17 is. The 17 is a very crusty zinc penny, down about 3 inches. But all detectors do that. When the zincs get all corroded, that throws the ID off. They all do it. But normally zincs on this will, fresh zincs will hit at around 21. Off to the next. Got a 26. Well, now it just went down to 24. Yeah, there it is. Seems a little high for a zinc, but we'll dig it. It ended up being a 6-inch copper penny. Off to the next. For as shallow it is, it's probably going to be a pull tab because I'm getting that 14 in there. I don't know, maybe it's a nickel. We'll dig it. Not a nickel. Makeup, some kind of makeup thing for makeup. Off to the next. I'm back on the baseball field, kind of like behind second base here. Shallow left field. Solid 12, well 11, a little jumpy. Looks like it's coming just below nickel. We'll dig it. I don't know what that is. Maybe it kind of don't look like can slaw. Almost look like a ring cut in half, but I don't know. I'll have to go home and clean it up.